the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. All that and more coming up next.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
As we know on every team, head coach, offensive coordinator, defense coordinator. We often forget about the special teams coordinator. They pay him too, and boy is he excited about what his team just did. A big-time return for a touchdown.
Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center, guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. 3 and out. A real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. To throw is Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game. And oh, right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Alert! Alert! No! Unlock line! Unlock line!
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Taking it about the 16. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Tannehill now to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17-0 our score after 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That pass taken in by Burks. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Tannehill throwing again. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So the drive there took 6 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the 2nd level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it. In this case, you're exactly right. 2nd level, probably because they moved up to the 1st level, and that hurts them.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Smith on 3rd down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again is Smith. They'll set up the screen to Dallas. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Smith now to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make it 24-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Up to midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Tannehill on first down. This is caught. It's Woods. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. So we reach halftime here. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Holding, offense.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Geno. And that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He gets it to Burks again. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He gets this one to Burks. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. And that will be in incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Smith. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Smith. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic?
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 31. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now Tannehill. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they'll get him down right around the 16. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a third effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a fourth.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied. Extra point up and through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but